Alright, welcome back to more Abzan tokens. This hand does have 3 lands. I think I will keep it. Probably cycling the cast out, most likely. Do have a start to finish, which is kind of nice. Renegade map can find a swamp. Drawing a hidden stockpile here would be pretty nice. Be really nice, actually. I think I'll leave the Renegade map uncracked for the moment, considering the chance that I could draw a hidden stockpile. So this blue-black control, how much do I want to play around Censor? I think I'm going to play this so I can play the Anointed Procession through next turn, kind of like bait Censor with that, which didn't work. So either he has no way to counter the Anointed Procession, or he's not interested in countering the warrior tokens. Either way, I will take my damage. Don't then stop anymore. Now he censors it. Okay. And he cycles the second censor. Well. Oh well. Here I think I'm gonna get the forest so that I can play the next Anointed Procession. And now he has to have disallow or Supreme Will to get rid of the Anointed Procession, which he does. Probably just run out start. I don't see a really good reason to hold this in my hand. Do I want to fetch with Evolving Wilds? I think I do. Okay, now I don't need to. I wanted to fetch just in case I drew Vraska. Could try to cast it. I wonder what's in his hand. Glimmer of Genius. No, Vraska's Contempt. Sure. Spend 4 mana, kill 1 token. Fatal Push. Also sure. He Gear Hulks. Am I casting out that Gear Hulk? It could be that I want to save cast out for So he's gonna Vraska's Contempt the Sacred Cat. I think I'm gonna plan on finishing the Gear Hulk and save the cast out for a Scarab God. Oh, actually, but if I finish the Gear Hulk and he has a Scarab God and 2 more lands, then that's really bad for me. So I'm gonna just cast it out now. And then also I end up with more warriors on the field to beat him down. So this is better if he has... if he doesn't have Scarab God immediately. If he has Scarab God this turn, then this is the worst line. But if he has it in... once he has a couple more lands, then this is better. This is probably a search for Azcanta. No. Interesting. I wonder what that was about. Well, he doesn't have a Gear Hulk or a Scarab God right now, I think, because he probably would have played them. If I get to flip Legion's Landing, then he's in deep trouble. Although he does have Field of Ruin, so I guess it's now just +1 Vampire. Instead. Flipping this gives Vraska protection from Censor. Might as well float a mana. Excellent. Have Vraska, have tokens. Yeah, this looks good. This is going to be the most impactful Vraska ultimate ever. Oh yeah. -10. Your opponent loses 1 life. Alright. We win that. So against this deck, Fumigate is bad. Fatal Push is bad. Treasure Map is good. Bloodfast is good. Duress is good. Ixalan's Binding is good. Angel of Sanctions is... I'm going to go ahead and call that not good. I don't really like the idea of them getting back any of their stuff. And I could put in Lost Legacies instead of Start to Finishes or Sacred Cats. Lost Legacy would hit Scarab God. I think I'm fine as it is. I don't feel like I need to Lost Legacy the Scarab God. This looks alright. Alright, this hand is acceptable. Acceptable. It has a bunch of good cards and some mana, so probably fine to keep. I'll go Legion's Landing turn 1. And then turn 2 I can do an Evolving Wilds Renegade map, and then I can have 3 mana on turn 3. The redundant Vraska, I'm not too big of a fan of, and how expensive this hand is. So let's see, what am I afraid of? Lost Legacy? No. Gifted Aetherborn. I also am not super concerned about that card. Swamp. Okay, so my options are I can cast Sacred Cat and Treasure Map. That seems mediocre. If I was going to cast Treasure Map, I'd start ticking it up to Scry. I can cast Start. I can cast Start now or on his turn. If I cast it on his turn, I put now I put a fairly large pressure on him to kill one of them before my turn. And then I can untap and cast treasure maps. For some reason, I don't have faith in my ability to draw untapped land. I think I'm gonna go for cast Start now. Make him have a way to kill one of my tokens, otherwise I get to flip the Legion's Landing. I suppose he could have a Field of Ruin for it, but at least I will get to... I can Field of Ruin his Field of Ruin. Is that a play I want to do? I think that's a play I want to do. Now I get to flip the Legion's Landing and keep it? Seems good. Oh. I got kind of owned by that. Actually, no. It means there's one less disallow in his hand. That's just got to be a good thing for me. I'm just gonna run out the treasure map while he can't counter it. And since it's the most mana efficient play to do, now he's gonna Field of Ruin the Adonto probably. Or maybe not. The thing is that I don't really care about this tiny chip damage by his Gifted Aetherborn. Attack with the warriors. And then I'll scry with the treasure map. Try to scry a land to the top so that he can't censor my Anointed Procession on the next turn. I guess he's not concerned about freeing up and killing my Adonto because I still have a bunch of stuff to cast. And because one lifelink return against his Gifted Aetherborn is not particularly impressive. That's a land, but not the land that I want. Ooh, hidden stockpile. That is excellent. I think I will get this countered. This has to be one of the 3 mana counters. You can't censor it. I guess he could negate, but this disallow. Sure. Don't have profitable attacks. Oh, yeah. Sure. This will get destroyed. Thanks. Bloodfast. Do I want that? I suppose it's another card that he just has to counter. I'm more concerned about getting the Anointed Procession online. The other thing is I don't really want to flip the treasure map until I have Anointed Procession, because then I can get the +3 treasures, which is really nice. But on the other hand, I don't know if I need to be that greedy, since I do have a Bloodfast in play. Maybe I just want to flip it now. If he's attacking with that, what could he have? I'm just gonna take it. Huh. Alright. Yeah, I'm not really in for a tap land. Attack with everything, then cast Vraska? Sure. I suppose there's a good chance that he Gear Hulks here. Gear Hulk disallow. It's okay. Now, how much do I want to finish the Gear Hulk next turn? Because he is starting to get a lot of stuff in play. How much do I think he has? Another negate or a disallow. He's already used 2 disallows. Could have a negate. I think resolving Vraska is still the best thing I can do. It's nice. Do I destroy the Aetherborn? I think I destroy the Aetherborn. Cast Legion's Landing. Attack and flip Legion's Landing. In this way I keep an extra token around. What is this? Vraska's Contempt? Oh, sure. That's okay. Now I have flipped Adonto, I have a bunch of card advantage engines, and he's only got 2 cards in hand. I think I'm happy to chump Gear Hulk this turn. Take 5 less damage and give more time for my card advantage engines to start kicking in. Oh, that's a Scarab God. Unfortunate. And he can begin to use the god. I do have Anointed Procession, though. There is that. Have I played a land this turn? I have played a land. So I don't need to Bloodfast yet. Unfortunately, I can't really chump block with the Sacred Cats because then he gets them back, which is the liability of having those cards in this deck. Chump one of these, take 11, go to 1. I'm chumping 2 of them, taking 6 down to 6. That I can draw a card with a Bloodfast. Perfect. Cast out is perfect. So I'm going to cast out. Not drawing a card off Treasure Cove this turn. I'm going to cast out, and if he doesn't have a way to save his Scarab God, then I can flip the Bloodfast, sacrifice my Anointer Priest to the Bloodfast, gain 3 life, embalm Anointer Priest, gain another 4 life, and then I can start chump blocking with Sacred Cats while taking over the game with Legion's Landing and a couple more treasure draws off the treasure. Oh my god. What a top deck. What a friggin' top deck. Jeez. He doesn't have enough mana to... So I can't get rid of the god, but I can still do the play that I was discussing. Because he doesn't have the mana to do... a reanimation now. How do I win, though? Attack with the Sacred Cat, maybe he blocks. Oh man, that top deck Gear Hulk was brutal. So I can't really block with Sacred Cats, otherwise he just piles more on me the next turns. I don't think I can win anymore. So I'm at 11. So I have to block 3 things, which is my entire board. Yeah, we're done here. Damn. I think... So I could take out Sacred Cats and stuff. Or a Fumigate or something like that. Problem is they're actually good until he has Scarab God in play. And I haven't been able to deal with it. I feel like I would have definitely won had I, you know, not had that Gear Hulk top decked. I would have turned the corner. This hand remains much more land light than I would like it to be, but at least I have some duresses to take out some of his counter magic. Or card advantage. We have Deadeye Tracker, a Scarab God, a Torrential Gear Hulk, a Hieroglyphic Illumination. Well, I get to duress out the second Hieroglyphic Illumination now, before he can cycle it, and he drew another creature. He's got the whole creature package. And I have drawn nothing but 4 drops, and no lands. On the graveyard. I need lands. Alright. So he has Etherborn, Scarab God, Gear Hulk, and some unknowns. I'm gonna just start running out Anointed Processions. Sure, whatever. I have enough Processions, I don't actually care if he counters them. I'm just gonna save this Ixalan's Binding for when he has the Scarab God in play. Okay. I'm enjoying his commitment to not keeping counter spells, though. He's probably gonna Deadeye Tracker these things. Oh, did he draw Censor? I'd be surprised. Perfect. And now even if he gets his precious Scarab God in play, I don't care. He is going to be able to flip Search for Escanta very soon, though, so that's actually kind of unfortunate. Let's see what he plays. He casts a Scarab God, or really a Gear Hulk. I think it's a pretty easy Ixalan's Binding on either of them, just to make sure I never have to deal with those cards again. Gear Hulk. River's Rebuke. That's brutal. Do I just play Legion's Landing out this turn? I think so. I don't have the mana to afford to wait on cards, I don't think. Okay, so he has a Gear Hulk. He has Gear Hulk, Scarab God, Aetherborn, and one more card. So what do I want to run out? Anointed Priest and then stockpile, I think. So now he's going to counter stockpile. Okay. Now he attacks with Gear Hulk. Now does he just sit on Azcanta trying to... Okay. Now I definitely just pray for no counter magic. Naturally. So only card in hand is Aetherborn. I could attack and flip Legion's Landing, but then he gets my Anointer Priest. Now, alright, so if he has a counterspell, if it's a Censor, it's better to play the Procession. But if it's not a Censor, Procession doesn't actually do anything this turn, because I cannot Procession and get a token. So I think the best way for me to win is by casting Vraska and plussing. And if he doesn't have a way to counter it, or remove Vraska, then I can chump with Vraska tokens for a little bit. And then if I get the second Procession online, Vraska probably just wins by making 4 tokens per turn. If this is Censor... Alright, this is just another disallow. This guy's drawn pretty darn perfectly this game, I gotta give him that. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, well, that was a match.